against this side now, 12 mm. This year now it's $13 million.
Vânzări record în lumea artei la New York, unde casele Christie și Sotheby's au vândut în cadrul licitațiilor de primăvară din ultimele 2 săptămâni opere de artă impresionistă, modernă și contemporană în valoare de aproape 2 miliarde de dolari. Confirmând tendințele înregistrate în ultimii ani, arta contemporană a ajuns să urce la prețuri astronomice. Picturi și sculpturi realizate relativ recent de artiști născuți în secolul 20, unii dintre ei încă în viață și necunoscuți până acum câțiva ani, sfidând prin prețul obținut opere ale unor autori impresioniști sau moderni consacrați. Astfel, în licitația de artă impresionistă de săptămâna trecută, cel mai mare preț a fost realizat de un tablou Nuferi de Monet, 27 de milioane de dolari, iar cel mai scump tablou de Picasso oferit în licitație, portretul Dorei Maar șezând, s-a vândut cu 22,5 milioane. Prețuri care pălesc însă pe lângă sumele obținute în licitația de artă contemporană de săptămâna aceasta, unde un triptih de Francis Bacon, pictat în 1984, s-a vândut cu 80,8 milioane de dolari, sau o pânză abstractă pictată în 1961 de artistul american Barnett Newman s-a vândut cu prețul uriaș de 84,2 milioane de dolari. Valoarea totală obținută pentru 72 de lucrări în această categorie numai s-a ridicat la 745 de milioane de dolari, un record de vânzări absolut înregistrat într-o licitație de artă vreodată. Printre cele 54 de opere impresioniste vândute săptămâna trecută, pentru un total de 286 de milioane de dolari, s-a aflat și o sculptură de Constantin Brancusi, Sărutul, una dintre cele 6 versiuni realizate de maestrul de la Hobița Gorjului în cursul vieții sale la Paris.
This time today, what we see here is Le Baiser. Le Baiser was one of the most important themes in Brancusi's career. There are 6 versions that he carved. This version was originally carved in stone in 1923 to 1925, and then he cast this version in this exact unique plaster cast in 1946. The theme of Le Baiser was so important to Brancusi, he worked on it for almost 4 decades, the actual theme of the two lovers. The lovers were inspired by when he first came to Paris in 1904, he then received a job in Rodin's studio in 1907, where he became very moved by The Kiss by Rodin. This is obviously his most modern version, and what we also learned to realize was that Brancusi loved the theme so much that he used it as his own emblem. This actual theme of the lovers on his calling cards and his letters. So it became this eternal symbol of love and a signature for Brancusi when he wrote to friends and loved ones.
Lot 16 is the Brancusi sculpture showing here on my right on the pedestal there, in front of you.
Prețul obținut pentru cuplul îmbrățișat de 36 de centimetri înălțime, modelat în gips de Brancusi în 1946, a fost de 8.565.000 de dolari, 7,5 milioane plus comisionul casei. Cumpărători, un cuplu de colecționari americani aflați în sală, în care soția a avut ultimul cuvânt. După un duel de oferte cu alți 2 ofertanți, timp de mai bine de 3 minute. Reprezentanții Christie s-au declarat extrem de satisfăcuți cu prețul obținut pentru Sărut.
We're very pleased with the price. You have to consider that it's a plaster. It's not a bronze, it's not a marble, it's a plaster, but it's unique. So that was important. I was particularly pleased because I know the family, and the piece was bought on the occasion of the birth of their son. And at some stage they decided to sell it, but they wanted to wait until he agreed to sell it. So the whole family stood behind and sort of said, yes, now we sell it. And I'm very pleased that we made such a good price for them, because it was difficult for them to part with it, because it meant so much for them. They were personally very attached to it.
You're talking about the Swiss family who owned it, right?
That's correct.
And this was not, or was it a guaranteed sale where you already had a buyer for it?
No, it was not a guaranteed sale.
And you also know the family who bought it, because we saw you talking to them, and it was a nice couple, and we saw them too.
That's right.
Why can you tell us about the new owners?
Well, they're very emotional buyers, and I always love seeing a couple coming to the sale, and you see that the two of them decide together. Sometimes they go beyond their limits, what they decided before, and they sort of say, we really want to have it. And I love that sort of play between him and her, who decides, who takes the decision. I love it, and you can play with it, and they really buy it together, and it's a very symbolic piece, and it's a real conversation piece. You can say so much about it, and it is simple, but it just captures the essence of relationships, this piece.
Brancusi speaks in elemental subjects. He uses really simple forms that speak to a universal audience. So even though many of the most sought after artists are bigger names with a more extensive production like a Picasso or a Monet, who were very prolific and are well-known French artists and more common, we find that buyers all over the world are interested in Brancusi because there's something just really elemental about his works and speak on a very universal level.
So we understand that you're going to seek to bring more artworks by Constantin Brancusi.
I always will, always.